Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. I'm using my new avatar now and we're talking about something other than Death Battle. And another thing that's completely different is that I am only here with one host and it's not our normal host, this ZDogg.
Hi, remember me? I'm still relevant.
Yes, he's still relevant. Yep, so we're not going to be talking about Death Battle because we're doing that later. And ZDogg will not be a part of that, probably. That's fine. But whatever. Okay, so instead of Death Battle, we're going to be going over Battle Royale from just another crossover fighting show, or I guess crossover X as they're called now.
Yeah. Ever since the update. So.
Yep. But we'll do that stuff later probably. But for the first episode, I think it's fitting that we just go over the first 3 episodes and then predict what's going to happen in the next episodes. So let's start off with the very, very first episode, which I guess isn't episode 1, it's just episode 0, the pilot episode. Samus Aran versus Mega Man. This one wasn't terrible, but
for a very first episode.
Yeah, for a pilot episode, it was really good. But just as a video as a whole, I really don't have a drive to watch it again. But I can give them credit where it's due. It was the first episode. They were still trying to figure out what the heck to do. And I know that people have problems with the results. I personally don't have a problem with the results.
I thought they were pretty good overall.
I was pretty I was sold at first that Samus was gonna win, but then on the wiki that they put up, they the research team gave their thoughts, and they all said that Mega Man would win. And I was like, okay then. And they seemed to all have pretty good points and had more care to research this fight than I had. So
I personally always thought that Mega Man would beat him. I am happy that Mega Man did win, but I see where people are coming from that say Samus would win. So I mean, yeah.
I don't know, the animation was fine. It's like, I don't know how to say this while being as nice as possible. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't a case of I need to go gouge my eyes out now. I need to go wash my eyes after I've seen that. But it wasn't great. It was.
I thought it was pretty good, to be honest, especially since
this episode was animated by LK64.
Yep. Which, fun fact, were you gonna bring it up?
No. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say who animated Bison versus Rugal for 1 Minute Melee. Fun fact.
Yeah, he did do that, and and Bison versus Rugal was the first time he used Flash, Adobe Flash, which I guess is Adobe Animate now. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. I want to though, because I want to get into that. But I don't know. I don't know what he used to begin with, but I think it's what he used for this episode. Because it's about on par with his other animations.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about on par with a lot of it. He did use the same animation that he did for a lot of his other animations, which I personally really enjoy. I do really like a lot of his animations over on his channel. So
I think they're okay. Like, they're, in my opinion, some of them are pretty slow and like kind of like have a pretty noticeable time frame, whereas like it's like literally paused, like the characters just stop.
yeah.
Like while they're moving too, which is even more of an issue. My biggest issue with the animation, it's not so much like a huge issue, it's more nitpicking, but it's a big nitpick. I really freaking hated the Mega Man sprite they used. They should have used the
Really?
16. They should have used the 16-bit, the 16-bit
Brit.
sprites.
Oh god, I thought they were pretty fine. I thought they were fine in my opinion. You know what they should have used. They should have used his Smash Flash 2 sprites, especially since that's what they use for Samus. But I mean,
I think if we're following like the 1 minute melee, like there was a Samus vs Mega Man 1 minute melee, where was the sprites they used in this very episode against the 16-bit sprites.
Yeah.
And that worked like 1.5 million times better.
Yeah.
So, it's nitpicking, I know, but it's a small issue, but it's a big enough issue to take away from what could have been a really, really good fight.
Yeah. And I mean, the analysis was pretty good. There's that.
Yeah, like, my issue with like the pre-fight, like the everything before the fight, like the research itself was great.
Yeah, definitely.
And the stuff they went into was pretty good. But I don't know, like I had the same problem everyone had as a first impression, and that's facts.
Oh yeah, where he used the did he use like the top to text speech thing?
I don't know.
Was it weird?
I think it was like a speak something. I don't know. Whatever it was, it was horrible.
Thought it was pretty funny. I mean, I think you can kind of excuse that since it was the very first episode.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, luckily they pulled the brave to voice it.
Yep.
The other 2 episodes, which is, I feel yeah, I see where you're coming from that. I personally was bothered by it, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, it's an issue. But it's an issue they fixed. So I can forgive them there.
Yeah.
They knew they did something bad. So I guess I don't know how else to describe it. But it was. It wasn't like it was. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't even bad. It was just. I thought it was okay, but the other 2 episodes that we're going to be talking about are better.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Speaking of which, shall we move
I guess that's a really good segue.
Yeah, segue into the very first official episode, which
White Ranger versus Leonardo.
Yeah.
AKA the best.
The best so far.
Yeah, the best so far. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, it was.
I love it. I love this fight. I really love this fight.
This fight was awesome.
This episode was animated by King Ike 75, I believe. I didn't have a ton of like hope at first. I saw the previews they put up, and they showed like black and white snippets of the animation, and they were. I don't know if they were I don't remember if they were in slow motion or if it was actually that slow. But I was like, it's slow, but it looks like it's all right. I'm really glad they used the.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like those sprites for both the characters.
Oh yeah.
Everything involved was great.
Yeah, definitely.
My only criticism, it's totally nitpicking, but it's more nitpicking than Mega Man sprites. I really wish Saba would have talked.
What? Oh, you mean that there was voice acting, or?
No, I mean like because Tommy and Leo talked to each other, like through dialogue, but Saba didn't talk at all.
Oh, he didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I guess that would have made the fight better, but
it would have been made it better, but at the same time it was still really good. My definitely the best part is the whole thing with Mystic Leo and the Tiger Zord. Like everything starting with that was just amazing. Everything before that was fine, like, but
it was still epic.
It was epic. And then like the last bit with the Mega Tiger Zord versus Dragon Form Leo, like that whole thing and the music that played with it. It was so good. And it's right. Yeah. Like I'll admit, I'm a huge Tommy. I'm a huge fan of both Tommy and Leo. I'll admit to that right now. Tommy's my favorite Power Ranger, and Leo's my favorite Ninja Turtles character. But yeah, it's accurate. It's accurate.
Talking about the analysis was actually pretty good for this episode, I feel.
Yeah. Covered both characters very well. It was kind of funny. It wasn't like hilarious, but
no, I feel it was.
I couldn't. It wasn't like I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard, but
yeah, it was pretty good.
It got chuckles out of me. That's the best I'll say.
Yeah.
I will say that I did feel like I was rooting for Tommy so heavily. And I debated for him, and I did think that he'd win. But oh my gosh, that last part where all the turtles are like looking over Leo's dead body, I was like, oh, now I'm sad. No, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Aw. Whatever.
Especially it's especially insulting since White Ranger got pizza.
Yeah.
There's some pizza now.
Yeah, that was fun. It really worked up an appetite. Oh, I'm kind of hungry for some pizza now. I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that really covers that episode, doesn't it? Now.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but the dragon sprites, those were completely custom made.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, like 100%. It was so good.
Wow. That's really impressive, actually. I never knew that.
I thought it was like, I thought it was like, I don't know how to put this. It was like, I thought it was like some random like dragon sprite or whatever, like custom made. No, it was completely custom. I don't remember what no, actually, okay, never mind. I thought, I didn't recognize what it was at first, but then after a while I was like, oh wait, it's the dragon. It's Leo in his dragon form. And it kind of made me think, oh gosh, is Leo actually gonna win? Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no. But then the amulet was destroyed and Tommy won. Yeah. And that's what pretty much sold the fight for me. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, Leo's dead.
Yeah.
Leo's gonna die. Sad but true.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, that pretty much covers that episode. It is by far the best of the three.
Yeah, so far at least.
Yeah, so far.
Well,
I think it's gonna stay that way for a while, from what I've seen, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you never know. That one episode does look pretty promising, but we'll get to that.
Promising, but probably not as good. And it's animated by the guy who did the next episode, and that's another really good segue to
Batman versus Punisher. What's
I don't know. Like, the analysis was on point. Loved the music they used for both the pre-fight analysis and the animation. I
can agree with that.
I'm not a Batman fan. I've made it pretty clear on these podcasts. But but I love DC soundtrack. It is so good. And I got to learn a little bit more about Punisher, so that was cool. I like Punisher. So obviously you can tell cool. I was rooting for him.
I was rooting for Batman, but I mean,
I didn't have much of an idea as to who I thought was gonna win because I was gonna research it, but then I kind of stopped. I don't even know why. I just did. But I was definitely rooting for Punisher because I won. Not just because I'm not a fan of Batman, but also because Batman and another character who has not been featured, whose name I will not say, even though it's obvious, are pretty much walking like no limit fallacies. Okay, Batman not so much, but he's a walking fan base, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Like, seeing him win was like, while I do agree with it, as much as it pains me to say it, I do agree that Batman would win. I do think had he lost, it would have been great, because it would have shown people, Batman is not that great. I guess
even
Punisher just wasn't the right person to do it with. Oh well.
Well, there was another Marvel character who'd be Batman, but that's off topic. Anyway, well, overall, I feel the animation was pretty good. In terms of that, I was gonna say I feel the first half was just meh and kind of hard to see Batman at times, but like the part where they go into the house, that's where it really got good in my opinion.
I love the white silhouette part. Like that lasted like 15 seconds, but that was probably my favorite part of the whole thing. It just showed what you can do with like relatively fast paced, and just really good choreography. But you know who the characters are, despite the fact that they're literally white blobs. Like, had they kept that up the entire fight, we could have had a really good fight. After that, and especially before that, they slowed down. It was weird. It wasn't like horrible. Like, again, this is kind of similar to Samus vs. Mega Man for me, where it's like analysis and writing wise, it's fantastic, but in terms of the animation, not so much. But I said,
that's where you're coming.
The first half kind of meh. It was slow. It was hard to see Batman. It was hard to see what the characters were saying because they were in black text in a black background. Like, oh my gosh, why?
And that one helicopter noise kept playing.
Oh gosh, I hate that helicopter noise. People, please stop using it. I get that it's the easiest one to use, but please stop using it. I did like it. Looked like one thing I do like throughout the entire animation. This is probably the only thing I like throughout the entire thing. Like, obviously Batman sprites are like the sprites to use with Batman, but Punisher, I have not seen those Punisher sprites before. I looked them up. Apparently, they're reskinned Cable sprites from Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Wow, that's impressive. I didn't even know that.
I don't know if they made. I don't know if they themselves made it. I don't think they did. But you could tell, like, it's almost the same it's almost the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like during the analysis, I actually had a feeling that Punisher was gonna win because of all the gadgets he has and all the lethal weaponry, and the fact that he took on the freaking Sentry.
Oh god. Yeah. Admittedly, I kind of thought that too, even though I was rooting for Batman throughout the whole thing. I was kind of worried that Punisher would win, but yeah, I was happy that he didn't.
I don't know. I get it. Like it's like Batman winning is just what had to be done. But I just would have preferred to see Punisher win. But oh well, you can't win them all, I suppose.
Yeah. So was that all on Batman versus Punisher?
Yeah, it was just surprising. That was we had all three fights that are already out, done, and it was less than an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do something real quick? I'm gonna make a TLDR.
Okay.
TLDR. This trio of episodes was a mess sandwich. Man on top, yes in the middle, man on the bottom. How about that?
Sure.
That should be our title, the mess sandwich.
The best sandwich.
Yeah, the mess sandwich. There you go.
Oh, the meh sandwich. Okay, I gotcha.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh gosh, so.
Alright, so with the three that are already out of the way, we will now go over the, there are two that have been revealed that are not out. Should we start with the one that was announced first, or the one that's probably going to come out first?
Let's go with the one that was announced first, which was the one that was announced after Batman v Punisher.
Okay, that would be Cammy White from Street Fighter versus Nina Williams from Tekken.
Yay!
AKA the fight people are complaining that should have been the death battle instead of Cammy versus Sonya.
Yeah. I'm sure it would have been better than Cammy versus Sonya, but you already got my thoughts on that. Yeah. So yeah. I can't see where they're coming from that this should have been instead of Cammy versus Sonya, but I am happy it's happening here.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I don't really have much of a say. Like, I mean, I did research this, and I do have an idea as to who's gonna win. But in terms of what I really have with these characters, I don't really have much. I don't really care for these characters. Like, I like them; they're cool. I'm not the biggest Street Fighter fanatic out there. But I'm also not really the biggest Tekken fanatic out there. In fact, I'm actually more of a fan of Street Fighter than Tekken, so I kind of want Cammy to win this one, just because of that.
Yeah, same. I mean, I started to like Cammy more as a character recently, because I don't even know why. I just, for some reason, just have been beginning to like her recently. Like her character and such, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know much about Nina, so. Yeah.
So we both agree that Cammy, like, in terms of preference, Cammy wins.
Yeah. However,
preference does not mean logic. I did a chart on like what the advantages and disadvantages are, like what their stats are, and it basically boiled down to drum roll effect on the video. Nina wins.
Yeah, unfortunately. I know. I've seen the chart you're talking about. It's kind of sad.
It's insane. I guess I'll go over a little bit like what the. I don't think I did this when I showed you the chart, but I'll go over a little bit as to like where all this stuff comes from. Although some of it
you should actually put the chart on screen so people know what you're talking about. Actually.
Yeah. Here's the chart. All right. So, as it's shown, in terms of physical strength, Nina wins due to having country level stats versus Cammy with her city block level stats.
Yeah, and I think, from what I've gathered, I think that's only because she can defeat a Jack robot.
Nina?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Nina's best. Actually, she didn't go up against a Jack robot. She fought against Lars, who did.
Oh, shoot.
Cammy actually doesn't have a lot of strength feats. Like, she fought Balrog and Vega and Chun-Li, other like combatants. She kicked a guy through the roof of a bullet train, and she can break someone's neck using nothing but her legs.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the only
impressive.
three. That's pretty much the only strength feats Cammy has. Yeah. Nina, on the other hand, is freaking ridiculous. She threw Paul Phoenix across the table. She destroyed a motorcycle helmet when clashing with Anna. This doesn't seem very impressive, but the exact number, according to the Cammy vs. Nina prediction blog, which I got most of the research from anyway, also did a little like looking into like, okay, how do these feats look? Like, what do they mean in terms of their stats? Like, what level does this put them at? The exact number for the motorcycle helmet feat was about 236,049.3911 pounds per square inch.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Why?
Which is about 1,050,000 newtons.
Yeah.
Which is like, holy crap, insane. She can fight evenly against Lars, who can take down Jack robots, who are strong enough to destroy a meteor similar to the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Lars has also fought like against Tekken's top tier, such as Jin, Kazuya, and Heihachi and stuff. And she effortlessly slammed Anna into a wall, destroying it entirely. And she has a bunch of Anna scaling that I don't want to go into. Yeah, Nina is freaking ridiculous. And so Nina definitely wins in terms of physical strength. She also wins in speed.
Oh gosh. Speed.
Cammy's best record, not only has she dodged automatic fire, but she also fought Guile, who can create small sonic booms.
Which is impressive.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would put her around Mach 1, like the speed of sound, pretty much the speed of sound.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Nina, on the other hand, has she gunned down 2 soldiers before they could call for backup. She dodged a rocket and outran the explosion it caused. That's pretty much like her best feat.
Oh dang.
I literally like Google searched like how fast a rocket was and then like did like the whole miles per hour to Mach thing.
Yeah.
Google search. I put the number in and it came out to Mach 24.
What?
Yeah.
Mach 20. Oh gosh. Uh-huh. No.
Not Mach 22, sorry.
Oh.
Not Mach 24. My bad. Mach 22.
Well, still.
Yeah, still. Durability and the way it does durability and destructive capacity for these two, because they don't really have a lot going to for both, is that I basically use Newton's third law, I think, where it's like the amount of force you can take is about the amount of force you can the amount of force you can dish out is the amount of force you can withstand.
Yeah, that's his law.
So I kind of thought, okay, so since these two don't really have many destructive capacity feats, because they don't really have a lot of ability, like actual powers, it's mostly just physical stuff. I kind of, I kind of like, I guess you could say I took the lazy route, but I don't care.
Yeah.
So I basically said that their destructive capacity is the same thing as their durability, which is the next stat I was going into. Cammy's best. We're looking at the Google Doc I have. Cammy Cammy took hits from Balrog, who can knock out an elephant with a single punch.
Could you tell me that Google Doc real quick? Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay, you were saying about Nina's durability.
I was talking about Cammy. I would pull up. I'm trying to pull it up again, but it's running slow.
Yeah, you might want to cut this out.
Yeah. Gosh dang it. This is where professionalism comes in and screws us over.
Oh gosh. No. Then. This is.
She took hits from Balrog, who can knock out an elephant in a single punch. She took a beating from Chun-Li, who was able to do this. I'm putting it on screen. Much power with a Kikosho. ZDogg, if you're looking at the doc, you'll probably see it as well.
Yep.
She took hits from Jury, who can easily destroy a multi-city block-sized location, and critically injured Chun-Li. And she survived a beatdown from Crimson Viper, who can keep up with base Ryu. And that's where
not you.
And base Ryu is kind of where I kind of judged her Cammy's durability. Ryu has been said to be around like city level. That's kind of where I put her at. But Nina,
oh gosh.
She tanked a head-on explosion with a truck. Head-on collision with a truck, creating an explosion powerful enough to destroy a bridge. And she then began to battle with her sister, who also casually tanked the explosion, as she was the driver of the truck.
Oh gosh.
She's taken hits from Lars and Kazuya, and others who can easily take down Jack robots, who are strong enough to destroy, who have the whole meteor thing, and the Jack robots shrug off an island-busting beam. That's where I judged it. And that's kind of what sold me there.
Gosh.
So Nina is island level, everybody.
Yep.
Versatility-wise, Nina still wins, but barely, just because.
Yeah.
Cammy has 26 abilities and no weapons. Although she has weapons, but she's probably not going to use them.
And Nina has 29.
Yeah, Nina has 29.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, experience-wise, I did not mean to actually try to edit. Okay, experience-wise, Cammy fights warlords and ninjas and assassins and boxers and shamans, etc. and she's 21 years old. Nina fights warlords, assassins, robots, and boxers at the age of 43. I kind of gave it to Cammy there just because I was nice. That was the one where I was kind of like, I don't know. She fights warlords, but she does too. She fights ninjas, she does too. She fights assassins, so does she. I don't know. So I just kind of gave it to, and Nina's older, but I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm giving it to Cammy because I'm nice like that.
Yeah. And I do feel a lot of the Street Fighter characters are more diverse than the Tekken characters in terms of like what they can do.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Also, intelligence-wise, I listed Nina as being more intelligent. I don't actually know about that. I would just be nice again and say that they're about equal. They're both around somewhat genius level. In terms of intelligence. So
I would say they're even, to be honest.
Yeah. Right.
So.
But that doesn't matter. But intelligence isn't really a factor. It's just so much of who can think of a strategy first. But with Cammy, it's so much it's not so much think of a strategy. It's more so think of a strategy and survive against a woman who's 10 times stronger than me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So honestly, they said they went back and forth. Honestly, I believe they didn't have to. Nina definitely has the edge here. So yeah, that's just kind of what happens when you put a Street Fighter character against a Tekken character. Is that most of the Tekken characters have either fought against a Jack Robot or they battled Lars. The only two who haven't fought a Jack Robot or Lars are Yoshimitsu and someone else whose name I forget.
Paul? Or did he
No,
fight?
not Paul.
I don't know.
Paul fought around evenly with Kuma. He lost to Kuma, but
Okay. Wait, Akuma or
no,
Kuma? Okay. Because I was confused there. I thought you said Akuma. I'm like, what?
Akuma's in Tekken 7 though, so I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, oh well.
Whatever. I guess Street Fighter's canon with I guess Tekken is canon with Street Fighter now. I don't know, because Akuma doesn't show up in the story, like the legit story.
Yeah, I feel you should only count that towards Akuma though, since like no other character has done that yet. At least I don't know.
Also, Paul battled Ogre. So, I mean, Ogre's kind of crap here now, but that's because he lost to Paul. But he beat Ogre. The story behind Paul is that he was at one point the strongest fighter in the universe. He was one of the only people up until Heihachi beat him. He was the only person to even get a draw against Kazuya. The only. Paul beat Ogre, left. Ogre evolved into a true Ogre, which Jin then beat. Not Ogre. Paul was pretty much like, I'm the king. I'm the true winner of the King of the Iron Fist tournament. But no one had believed him because Jin had won it. So Paul kind of fell into depression, lost a lot of skill. He didn't become he's no longer the strongest fighter in the universe. That's still the Mishimas. And Jin, I guess. The only Mishima who's close to falling out of the God Tiers of Tekken is Lars. And even then...
Yeah. I think we might be getting a bit off track, though.
Yeah. So basically what they're saying is Cammy has no shot at winning this one. Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Absolutely no shot.
No. Although, I will say, it is It is going to be animated by one of my friends, actually, Mega Bonsai 16. So, and he does really good work. So, it should be a good episode nonetheless.
Cool.
Well, whatever it comes out. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Because it's on hold now because Bonsai lost some footage or whatever, and he's trying to reanimate them or whatever, or find them again.
Unfortunately.
This has been through development heck for a long time. But we'll know when it comes. We'll know what happens when it comes.
And thankfully, we have another episode that should thankfully hold us over.
Another great segue.
This is the segue. I don't know. Anyway,
that's our title.
It is.
That's our title. That's our title. Segue. I guess. No.
The Segway sensation. How about that?
Sure.
There we go.
There we go.
Anyway, let's get into this episode, which is
the most invested I've been since Leo versus Tommy.
Which is
the most excited I've been since Leo versus Tommy.
Okay. Which is Mewtwo from Pokemon versus Black War Greymon from Digimon.
I cannot wait. This is what I wanted Screw Attack to do before they did Mewtwo versus Shadow. Like, this is what I was requesting. This is what I wanted. And then they did Mewtwo versus Shadow. I was like...
But then this came along. And hopefully we'll salvage it.
I was so sold that they were going to have Mewtwo fight Armac. I was so certain they were going to do it. Like, everyone was saying Black or Greymon. Like, people were saying Black or Greymon, or Silver, or...
Wait, Screw Attack or... No. Screw Attack or Battle Royale?
Battle Royale.
Okay, because you confused me there.
But for Battle Royale, I was so certain that they were going to have Mewtwo fight Armac.
Okay.
But then they put up the teaser for it, and they showed Black or Greymon. I about lost my mind. I was so excited. It's gonna be cool. Seeing the animation, it looks okay. It's the same It's the same problem I have with Batman vs Punisher, but at least it's hard to see the characters. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's just the opening. You can't really base it on that. They haven't actually.
I know, I get it. But still, like, first impressions, I guess. Call it what you want. I don't know. Yeah. Also, to you viewers watching, here's a fun little story for you. Me and ZDogg actually auditioned to play Mewtwo.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. But personally, I thought both of ours was pretty good. But no, Mewtwo is actually going to be played by Nemesis Bloodright, who I personally enjoy his content. If you don't know what he does his own series called Not Death Battle, which is basically a parody of it, like a mocking of it. And then he does Death Battle Should Have Been, where he basically jokingly dubs over previous Death Battle episodes. So it's really good. I personally recommend him. Cool. And then Black War Greymon is going to be voiced by Nor, which I have no idea who he is. No offense, Nor, if you watch this, but I mean, well, you never know. What? You never know. Okay. Yeah, I do not.
Greymon's voiced by Nor. I've heard what these two sound like. They sound pretty good. They don't sound like spot on, but I think they sound fine.
Yeah. You do sound pretty good.
Nemesis sounds a little too deep, in my opinion. Like a couple notches too low. That's just my opinion, though. Like, change it if you want, don't if you don't. Don't care. It's just me. And Black or Greymon, it's kind of the same thing. Blacker Greymon has a pretty distinct voice though, so it's kind of hard to impersonate him.
Yeah.
But no, this is going to be cool. And as a Pokemon fan, I do hope Mewtwo wins.
Same.
And I do research this one as well. So,
and I didn't.
and he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just an extra one up there. I did do research for this. I do know a thing or two about these characters. I don't know if you're aware of that, but yeah, this is probably gonna be, before I get into who I think is gonna win, this is probably gonna be coming out before Game vs. Nina.
It is confirmed, I think.
It just depends on what happens. I don't know. A part of me hopes so. Another part of me doesn't, just because ordering, I guess. But the part of me that does want this to come up before Kami vs. Nina is because investment and love for these two characters. But the other side of me that wants Kami vs. Nina to come up first is because ordering. Switching around kind of sucks.
Oh well.
Yeah, well. Yeah. So, future editor man, myself, cue the drum roll. I think that the winner of this Battle Royale, I'm sounding too much like my prediction video, will be Mewtwo.
Yes! That makes me so happy to hear.
Now, before you all get super pumped up over this, I'm not as certain that Mewtwo is going to win as much as I am that Nina is going to win.
Well, I mean,
I went more
can it be Nina?
I went more back and forth with this one than I did with Kami vs. Nina. Kami vs. Nina was like, I looked at their stats and I was like, crap.
Well, that's the thing. It can't be Nina. It's kind of obvious, but you know that Nina will win, unfortunately. But this one is a lot more even debatable.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Despite that, I only spent a couple minutes or whatever trying debating in my head. This character has this advantage, but wait, this character has this advantage. No, wait, this character has this advantage, but wait, this character has this advantage. That literally went on for 2 minutes, and then I thought, okay, yeah, Mewtwo's probably gonna win.
Yeah. I hope he wins.
I do too. But because I want to be nice here, I will go over what Black Roar Greymon has first. Black Roar Greymon had, strength-wise, let's look at his feats. I do have the chart, but I will put the chart on screen right now.
And I can't see it again.
Yep. When I went into Black Roar Greymon, he has so many feats. Holy crap! You'd think for a guy who has a kind of a short-lived story, spoilers,
Oops.
You'd think that he wouldn't have as much feats as Mewtwo, but no, he's got a bunch. He's got way more feats than Mewtwo. It's just that they're not huge feats. In fact, they were all kind of repeats. Strength-wise, Black Roar Greymon has matched War Greymon blow for blow. He tore through an army of Mammothmon easily. He lifted a Mammothmon. I don't remember how much they weigh. He sent a boulder flying with one kick. He negated Anjamon's Hand of Fate and threw him back in one strike. I can't read today. He smacked Ankylomon into a wall with one hand while carrying Anjamon in the other.
Wow. Oh gosh.
He cleaved a Mammothmon. He can cleave a Mammothmon in half with one strike. Okay, I'll just go over the one feat that did catch my attention. I was like, okay, so he's around here. Is that he blew up a small mountain. And that came out to about and he as well as War Greymon and what's his name?
Agumon?
No, not Agumon. The fusion Digimon.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. That's the one.
Yes.
Their battle their battle created an explosion that was about the size of Mount Fuji.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's around large building level, actually. Like the whole because it was split up into 3. Yeah. So Black or Grim. Well, actually, that was with their physical power. So, like not their physical power, their actual power. Physically wise, Black or Greymon is large building level. He's also Mach 11, because he can spin fast enough to make a tornado. You know, the whole black tornado. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's around Mach 11. His armor and his destructive capability are around star level. Due to the whole, due to taking down due to surviving blows from like ultimate level Digimon and no selling Paildramon's Desperado Blaster. So yeah. He also has 6 abilities and moves, which his 6 abilities are moves. He has one weapon, which are his gauntlets, which are technically 2 weapons, but they're one different one. And he has 2 sets of defense: his actual armor and his black shield.
I see. Okay.
He fights angels, ghosts, mammoths, and the very Digimon he was cloned, and the very Digimon he was cloned from, etc. He's also dead. Destructive capacity wise, he's around small mountain level, which is about small city level. And he's somewhat of a genius, but he's also like extremely confident for every second of his life.
Yeah, I can see that.
So Black or Greymon is ridiculous, man. But Mewtwo... Okay, Black or Greymon has this. He is stronger and tougher, I'll give him that. Mewtwo is around building level due to cutting the Silphco company in half. Here's the kicker though. He did it with a spoon. He cut a building in half with a spoon. I can't hate that. You can't physically hate that.
Insert spoon jokes here. Go ahead. Sorry.
And he's only dwarf star level in terms of durability. But that's about where his advantages. Oh, that's about where his disadvantages end. He is ridiculously faster. He went. He breached escape velocity while holding a Genesect.
Wow.
That is around Mach 32, which is almost 3 times faster than Black or Greymon.
Really? 3 times?
Almost.
Wow. Almost.
And that's while holding a Genesect. So.
True.
If he wasn't holding a Genesect, he probably would have gone faster.
Oh yeah.
He has 24 abilities / moves and 1 weapon. He does not have any sets of armor outside of his abilities. He fights fire-breathing dragons, a DNA virus, ghosts, water-shooting turtles. a giant worm made of rocks. I guess it's I don't know what he is.
Pokemon's weird.
Yeah, Pokemon's weird. He's a horde. He fights a horde of buffalo, electric mice, etc. Like, basically, if there's a Pokemon, Mewtwo has probably fought it.
Yeah, most likely.
He's around Dwarf Star level in terms of destructive capacity because he Deoxys, and I think Darkrai? I don't know if it was Darkrai or Rayquaza. I don't know. There was a third one. There was a third Pokemon there, and they stopped the Tree of Life's descent to the sun or whatever.
Oh. Okay. I think it was Darkrai.
I think it was Darkrai. Right. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it crashed.
I think it was.
Okay. Google Docs just crashed.
What?
My Google Docs just crashed. I thought my phone just died. I got so scared. Okay. And also, like, he is a genius, but he's also can be cocky. He is at some points, but not as much. So he definitely has more intelligence behind them as well. So basically, it's building level versus large building level. So that's in Black or Greymon's favor.
Yeah.
Mach 32 while holding a Genesect versus Mach 11 without holding anything.
Which means if he wasn't holding the Genesect, he could go even faster.
Yeah, probably not way faster, but
yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Dwarf Star level durability versus Star level durability, so that's Black or Greymon's edge. 24 stuff, 25 as a whole. Like 25 stuff versus like 9 stuff. So that's in Mewtwo's favor. Experiences in Mewtwo's favor heavily. Also, another thing about Black or Greymon is that because he's dead, he heavily relies on scaling. He hasn't really done a lot himself. Dwarf Star level destructive capacity versus small mountain level destructive capacity, so that's in Mewtwo's edge. And genius level but can be cocky versus somewhat genius level but is very cocky. So yeah, I think that Mewtwo is going to win.
Yeah, I hope he wins, to be honest.
I want Mewtwo to win in this fight more than I wanted him to win against Shadow. Which I guess isn't saying much. I love Shadow.
Yeah. So TLDR, Mewtwo should win. Am I right?
Yeah. Mewtwo should win in our opinion, but we could be proven wrong.
Yeah.
If Cammy wins, though, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Even though I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. If Cammy wins, I'll be utterly surprised. I don't know if I'll agree with, and I don't even know if I'll agree with it. I'll just have to wait to see what they say.
Yeah. So, that's all the Battle Royale episodes. Right now, alright? But, I feel that we should talk about a certain other series on the channel right now that could be flourishing soon.
What's that? There are a bunch, actually. I thought I was so...
The fighting show. The other fighting show.
Oh, okay. Turbo mode. Got it.
The other crossover fighting show. See what I did? Okay.
Okay. Go see yourself out now.
Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yes, Turbo Mode, which is pretty much like DBX now, since it didn't use research. Except for the very first episode, which is the pilot, Leon versus Garnet.
Nah.
My sticker was on point. Anyway, so yeah, this one was okay, I feel, for the very first episode.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, it was animated by the same guy who did Batman vs. Punisher, so...
The first part, anyway.
Yeah, the first part.
Right?
But honestly, like, comparing the first part of Batman vs. Punisher to this, I honestly like this better. which is not saying a lot, but it's also saying enough.
Yeah, and he's also going to be animated with Mewtwo versus Black Hole Greymon, so there's that. Right? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, like, it was fine. Like, not having a lot of knowledge with Leon, or Leone, or Leon, I don't know. I don't watch these shows, which is what I was saying, which is what I was trying to say. Yeah, I don't watch Akame ga Kill, which is where I'm just gonna say Leon because that's what I'm more familiar with.
Yeah, just say Leon. I feel that's easy.
And I hate Steven Universe, so.
Oh gosh.
So really didn't care for this matchup. But I don't know. The episode itself was fine. I would have preferred if they had just kept it without research, just kept it the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
But oh well.
I mean, it was pretty unique for its type, like being like a DBX type show with research. But I do agree that they should just leave it without research. But since it did have research, do you want to go over? Do you think it's right?
I honestly don't know. That's the thing. Mostly because I don't care. I don't like these characters. And I don't like these shows.
Yeah. I personally think it's right, because I do agree with all the points that they did say at the end. But I can see, well, yeah, I do think Garnet should have won. Spoilers, by the way. So, I mean, there's that. Yeah.
Should we talk about the other projects they're doing with Turbo Mode, or do we not have to?
You mean like their first season?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Well, first, so apparently what they're doing with Turbo Mode is what they're doing, like one story per season, I think, is what they're saying.
That's the goal, yeah.
Yeah, which is going to be really interesting.
Yeah,
and
I think the first one,
yeah.
The first episode they're doing, which I guess we can just briefly talk about, is Ramona Flowers versus Harley Quinn, which is honestly the matchup I would have preferred over Ramona Flowers versus Ruby Rose. Yeah.
I mean, I do like the matchup. It's kind of weird. I mean, I do get the connections though. They're like crazy worlds of the universe and like stuff like that. But yeah, it is going to be very interesting. I feel. And if we're going off research, I think Ramona should win.
I think Harley, personally. I don't like Harley at all. I really, really don't. But I don't know. Like when we were doing the whole Amy versus Ramona debate, when that fight was revealed, people pretty much were saying that, yeah, this is like, out of all of Amy's most suggested opponents, this is the only one where she stood a chance.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which did include Harley Quinn. Harley's a comic book street leveler, and comic book street levelers are like ridiculously powerful. I don't know a lot about Ramona's stats because I don't really like stats of them. But, I don't know. I heard Con at level game feed, so I don't buy that for a second, but
I don't know. So, yeah.
But I don't really care. Like, I don't really care for these characters. I like the matchup, but I don't really care for these characters, honestly.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I do really like Harley Quinn, but yeah.
Because it's not research, though, I think it would be better to fit the plot, and I don't know what the plot's going to be, so we can't really do that. We know something about, like there was like a jester running away or whatever, which I'm assuming is what Harley is. I'm assuming that they were talking about Harley. So it'll probably. Yeah. So honestly, like that could probably make it go either way. Though that might also pick the spot better for Ramona to win. But I don't know. It's trial by fire at this point. Just depends on what happens, but we won't find out for a while.
Till 2018.
Whatever.
Oh well. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the season's gonna go, but right now, right now I'm not like incredibly looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm not gonna bash it. So yeah, that's pretty much that.
I figured. Yeah.
So
that's it.
yeah, that's it. Is there really anything else for us to talk about? Not just with Battle Royale or Turbo Mode, but just as this podcast as a whole. I think we're done.
Yeah, I'd say we did pretty good. So yeah.
Yep. And now I have to figure out what music to use at the end of this, because on our Death Battle podcast, I usually just use the Invader theme.
You could just use the Smash 4 theme.
I'm going to do that for the beginning, so I might as well do it for the end. Why not?
Or maybe the results screen. I don't know.
Huh?
Or maybe the results screen music. That would be fitting.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're going to put this... I'm just going to say this right now. Don't really expect these as often at BrobusCast. Well, I don't know if you can say that, because Battle Royale isn't as consistent as Death Battle, which is it's fine in their own. It's fine in their own right, but like that means like
that means these podcasts aren't really going to be frequent. This isn't going to be like an every 3-week thing.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
Yep.
And you can expect to see me more often on this channel. Yay!
Yeah. We might have you on our more Death Battle podcast, probably more often than you may think. But there hasn't been much talk, so that's because we don't really talk to each other much anymore outside of Discord, which is a little disheartening, in my opinion, now that I think about it. But whatever. All right. Yeah, this was fun. It was a little negative, but whatever.
Yeah.
Honesty is honesty, I guess.
Yeah, it was more meh, in my opinion. But
yeah, it was more meh. Like, it wasn't like super like holy crap, these are all amazing. But these weren't like holy crap. These at the very least they weren't holy crap. These are all terrible.
Yeah. So overall, Battle Royale is doing very good, and I hope they keep improving in every episode. So.
Yep.
And that's about it for us. What would you say?
I didn't say anything. I was saying, yeah, I agree.
I know, but that's about it.
That's about it. So, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these podcasts. I hope the people at Battle Royale watch these. They probably do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's that. I will try to get this up before Saturday when I react to the woman in melee of the matchup that I will not say, even though it's obvious.
And it's not that good of a matchup, but whatever. For one minute, melee, at least.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So, that's that. We'll wrap this up now. So, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.
See you guys later.